Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to shout out Mike and Orange for sending me this story, and it's coming out of Minnesota. Minnesota's been shown out lately. We done made the national news twice. So if you guys have not heard, it's this crazy story that's coming out of Maple Grove, Minnesota. It's about a girl named Martia Parker, and basically she's a cheerleader. So give me a P, give me an I, give me an M, give me a P. What that spell? Jail, okay? Jail. That's where Martia is headed for pimping out a classmate. So if you guys have not heard, 18-year-old Martia pimped out her 16-year-old classmate. Basically, the 16-year-old went to her, they were on the cheerleading team, and she went to her as somebody she looked up to, and said that she was interested in making extra money, that she needed extra money for the summertime. So, instead of her applying at McDonald's like most normal teenagers do for extra fucking money, she decides to allow Letitia to pimp her on Backpages.com. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip, and then I will come back with the rest of my commentary.
High school cheerleader charged with prostituting one of her teammates. Fox 9's Tom Lydon has been digging into this story for us. Tom, I got to wonder about how does this even happen at that age level?
You have to wonder. The experts say, Randy, it's actually happening more often than you think. We're only finding out about this case, in fact, because the victim's mother knows something was really seriously upsetting her daughter. The trail of text messages and emails led to an 18-year-old cheerleader who tonight is charged with sex trafficking.
It's really shocking.
It was the talk of Hopkins High today. One of their own, senior Tia Parker, busted not for prostitution, but for pimping out a fellow cheerleader, a sophomore. The FBI says it began last March when the 16-year-old was talking to her cheerleading teammates about making money. Detectives say Parker told her she could do it by giving men oral sex and to send her some pictures that were, quote, not too nasty, but kind of cute. Pictures that, quote, show a little skin. Those pictures ended up on the notorious Backpage.com, along with so many others. And the men started lining up. And before you know it, Parker was taking the victim to a crystal apartment where she performed oral sex on a John for $60. $60. And the girl never saw a dime. Parker pocketed the money.
The reality, unfortunately, is that this is becoming all too commonplace.
Minneapolis Police Sergeant Grant Snyder's become the Metro expert on sex trafficking. He didn't handle this case, but says it's not surprising.
Traffickers and pimps learn to to identify and then target those individuals that have particular vulnerabilities that make them easy to exploit.
The school suspended Parker last March. Out on bail, Parker most recently lived in this Maple Grove home with her father. But it now appears the place is vacant, and no one could tell us where they've moved. On a Twitter posting a few years ago, Tia Parker innocently talks of watching Hannah Montana. From Disney to pimping, the oldest profession, getting younger all the time.
Okay, so you guys just watched that news clip, and I for one want to say that I'm very proud of the 16-year-old's mother for noticing that there was a change in her daughter, going through her daughter's phone and then finding those text messages. Many times you have a lot of parents out here who turn a blind eye to everything that their kids do, to them having mood changes, to them, acting differently. They think it's just a normal part of growing up. I'm glad that this mother took the initiative to find out what the hell was going on with her daughter. I think this whole situation is just crazy, but I just don't think that it's just Martia at fault. This other girl is 16 years old. She knows the difference between right and wrong, and she allowed herself to be pimped as well. And in total, these girls made about $200. This is just stupid to me. I don't understand why these girls would put themselves in danger by meeting men off of the internet and then going to go have sex with them. Have you guys never heard of the Craigslist killer? He was killing girls off of Craigslist. It was because of him they got rid of the damn adult section on Craigslist, and then all that shit did was move to Backpages.com. But this is really common. I don't know what it is about Minnesota, but they tend to do a lot of shit on Backpages.com. It's just really common. I know a lot of girls who are of age who solicit all the damn time on Backpages.com. I don't know. It's just a thing in Minnesota. I wasn't shocked when I heard this story because I know girls who do that shit for extra money. I call it prostitution. They call it just getting some money. It is what it is. That's their business. If you're grown, he's grown, it's between two adults, I could care less. But when it comes to young children, I don't think this is okay. And I don't think that a 16-year-old should look to Backpages.com to get extra money as opposed to, how about babysitting? How about working at McDonald's? How about helping out at the old folks' home? There's so many summer jobs out here, especially in Minnesota. I could see if it was in a few other states. Minnesota has all types of jobs, all types of summer programs, all types of paying jobs for young people. So I'm not buying that she couldn't find a job. She was just being lazy. And she thought it was going to be easier to just, give head on backpages.com as opposed to getting ahead by putting in a job application. These damn kids is doing too damn much nowadays. So anyways, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this entire situation. Minnesota, I'm going to need y'all to get it together. This is twice in a week that you guys have made the national news. We don't need to become like ratchet-ass Florida. All right. Deuces.